Well, we've all heard it takes a village to raise a baby, but moms and women in general, we need so much more support than that when life kind of goes off the rails, as it often does. In this Everyday Heroes, I'm introducing you to Mother's Grace, an organization on a mission to support moms and women in acute crisis. I want to introduce you to Michelle. She is the founder of this organization. Thank you for what you're doing.
Well, thank you for having me today. I really appreciate it. Mother's Grace started in 2009 after I went through an acute crisis myself. Okay. I had a very aggressive form of breast cancer and went through a year of treatment. But at the same time, my middle son, that was 7 at the time, was diagnosed with juvenile diabetes. So we knew that there was something that was happening to our family.
And what were you feeling at that time that made you realize, I need help? And if I need this kind of help, other women probably do too.
It really opened up a world to me of women that go through an acute surprise situation where they're normally working and trying to make a family come together every day, and they completely have to be taken away from their employment or their everyday duties to go get treatment. There might be a great loss that they're trying to navigate, or maybe a natural disaster, something that has completely shaken their world and taken them away from what they need to do each day.
Why is the quick response such an important factor in how you help these women?
So most of the moms want to do it all themselves, and they need some respite. And so when you call them and say, hey, someone's nominated you, we want to help you, we're going to bring meals to you, we're going to pay your mortgage for a month, it gives them 30 days to get themselves together, maybe arrange for some counseling and get treatment started, and so they have this respite.
I want to introduce Brenna now. She is a recipient of the Mother's Grace mission. Tell us your story, because it is beautiful, first of all, but it didn't start that way with a very young diagnosis of breast cancer.
Yeah, so in December of 2020, I was 29 years old and I was diagnosed with stage 3 triple negative breast cancer. And Mother's Grace reached out within days of my diagnosis to tell me that I'd been nominated. They covered our mortgage. They helped us free up some credit on some credit cards that we had built up, and also brought us meals a couple times a week during this very chaotic time where even trying to decide on what to make for dinner, what to order out, you get tired of sub sandwiches and fast food. Just had these perfect strangers showing up to our door to bring us small gifts and handwritten cards to really pour into us during a very crazy, chaotic time. What made a big difference for us with Mother's Grace is that these are perfect strangers that are taking time out of their day with absolutely no pressure to come inside and visit or to, ask anything of us. They truly just wanted to show up for us. It was incredible to see the selflessness of these volunteers that just came in to help us out.
Yeah, they swoop in. I love the name of this organization because moms just kind of swoop in. We like to save the day. That's really what you do for so many. Other than diagnosis, medical diagnosis, what are some other situations that you've been able to help women?
So we our mission is characterized by 3 things: either a diagnosis for mom and child where they have to go get treatment of some sort, maybe a natural disaster. We just helped a lot with the floods back east. And thirdly, a great loss. So maybe one of the parents have passed, of siblings, and we need to come in and help them for a little while to get their bearings.
Your story, again, really hard at the beginning, has a beautiful ending. Because of your really tough treatment for your cancer, fertility was a concern.
I went through 6 months of chemotherapy, several reconstruction surgeries after my double mastectomy, and 25 rounds of radiation. So we were told that, at best, we had about a 10% chance of ever naturally conceiving. And just last year in September, we were married, and in January found out that we were pregnant with our very healthy and perfect baby Elias James.
Thank you both so much for sharing your story with us today. Again, if you would like more information on Mother's Grace or to nominate somebody, visit mothers-grace.org. Everyday Heroes is sponsored by Global Credit Union. Let's build your financial world together. Global Credit Union has 11 Valley locations. To learn more or to find one near you, go to globalcu.org.